If you were with us for part 1, we talk about the traps of hyper levels of self-awareness and a constant hyper-fixation on improving yourself. There's a thin line between healthy self-awareness and hyper-fixation. Self-awareness is great because it offers this opportunity for us to improve and for us to be accountable, but it should never come at the expense of self-acceptance, being proud of ourselves, who we are, and freely expressing our creativity. If we do not shut these hyper levels of awareness down, it can really keep us stuck in our own head. And that just costs us way too much. So here, in this episode, we're moving to the tools to do just that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to the Divergent Dreamer Podcast. This is for the creatives, non-linear thinkers, and the ones who fill the world with color. You listening right now is a dream come true. And if you want to build, create, and thrive on your own terms, stay tapped in, take a breath, get comfortable, and let's explore what it means to dream divergently. We're just gonna hop straight into it. Number 1, use whatever grounding practices that you have to first and foremost include Thanksgiving for yourself and intentionally take time off of analyzing and critiquing and refining and just be with yourself. Enjoy your own presence and your own company. One of the biggest shifts for me has come in how I come into my meditation and prayer routines. I am huge on journaling, and it's the primary way that I ground myself, and I will die on the hill that everyone should do it. Not trying to rehash the benefits of gratitude journals, but the intentional practice of gratefulness for who we already are rewrites our brain from constantly scanning for deficiencies. I realized personally that every time I sat down, I thought about what in life didn't feel right, what wasn't as I wanted it to be, and try to ground myself to be able to work towards that and gain the courage to get there. And I was just always requesting more of myself. The shift came when I realized that I really just need to be thankful for what I have now and who I am now and how I move now and the way that my mind works right now. And a great start could be writing down that you're grateful for the way that you want to change and for the way that you want things to be better. Because even that desire is worthy of being proud of because everybody ain't there. Inviting gratitude for who you are will reshape how you think about you. Number 2 is collect receipts. Confidence is just a stack of receipts, evidence of undeniable proof that you are lit. Anything that makes you feel affirmed, anything that makes you feel emboldened, everything that makes you feel encouraged, screenshot it. My friend texted me the other day, and shout out if you're listening to this, friend, because you really don't know what you did for me. But my friend texted me the other day about how I've inspired them by not letting fear get in the way and stop me from being creative and expressing myself and taking action on the life that I really want. Boom, screenshot. I'm screenshotting everything and nothing positive is safe. Bow, bow, bow. All of these are deposits into a bank, an album of affirmations from friends that I can withdraw from when my inner voice isn't as kind as I would want it to be. When that imposter syndrome is really kicking in or the inner critic punches are hitting pretty hard, I have something that I can use to remind me of the truth. Self-celebration becomes way easier when it's modeled and mirrored. So let people affirm you. Don't dismiss or explain away the compliments of what they've been seeing inside of you or the impact that you've had in their lives. Receive it, mirror it, and create your own thread of celebrations, wins, big or small. Everything should make the cut. Everything. Don't leave anything out. Anything that helped you move forward or progress or kept you from giving up. Write it down and track it. So when the door opens, you remember that you deserve to walk through the threshold. Next is reframing metrics. Inaccurate measurements puts fuel to the inner critic's fire. You hear how many times you need to post, how many views you need to get, how much growth you need to sustain to get a bonus. Numbers everywhere about how much you need to be doing. And don't get me wrong, the numbers, they do help us learn and be precise about what we can tweak. But what I have learned is that this quantitative data should only back up the qualitative stuff, the mission, the vision, the purpose. For me, the qualitative right now is, am I showing up in a way that's authentic and allowing that to drive connection and resonance versus hawk-eyeing my follower or subscriber count? Like, am I building genuine relationships? Is the way that I show up and talk about what I'm building confident, or am I being shy about it? I'm much more focused on the impact and being present and setting up numbers that can help me measure that versus performance and production. Because at the end of the day, when I'm not over editing or policing myself, I post way more and the numbers will follow. Number 3, give that hyper self-aware inner critic a name. Naming it detaches it from your identity and sense of self and allows it to feel less like you and more like a separate voice. Mine is Critical Chris, and Critical Chris is pretty obnoxious, so I often have to mute it or turn it down. Reclaim your power and say, not right now. Create a boundary about when and where criticism is welcome and how it has to be delivered to engage with it or acknowledge it. Giving your inner critic a name helps you to separate yourself from that voice. You are not your thoughts. Number 4, the did-do list. Now, I know we all love our to-do lists, but I'm really learning to love my did-do list. The moment that my unfinished to-do list tries to shame me, I literally clap back. I clap back with what I actually did do. Refuse, and I mean refuse, to let what you didn't finish steal the joy of what you actually did, even if it just simply needs to be that you didn't totally give up that day. Lastly, but certainly not least, give of yourself and serve. Shift outward. Serve. Commit to something bigger than yourself. Go volunteer. Do some community service, something. Hyper-fixation on improving yourself turns you inward. We're very inner focused and we're constantly trying to make more of ourselves, take more from ourselves, trying to push harder and just draw out more and demand more. But when we serve and give of ourselves to something that either does not revolve around us at all or a cause that serves a bigger purpose, we get to shift outwards and towards something meaningful to someone else. Contribute to your community. Show up for someone else who might like your help. Put your energy into something that isn't centered around you. You have every reason to be proud of yourself and to be your biggest fan. Beyond all of the wins and what even feels like losses, being present, showing up, trying, caring, hoping, all of those things matter. Telling yourself that you're enough already is not a participation trophy or a cop-out for a lack of effort or failure. The inner critic loves to keep you constantly striving. It also likes to keep you silently breaking under pressure. You can still cheer for yourself today while also still reaching for your future version of yourself. And in fact, that's the only way that future version will arrive. So be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself before the breakthrough. Clap for the version of you that's doing the best you can with what you've got right now. Because if we're being real, building this life is about belief. And what we believe is possible. Every bit of this is self-convincing and emotional endurance. If we make it about perfection and strategy, we will just burn out or bow out. And our dream is worth more than that. We can't build this dream if we don't believe we're worthy of it. And we can't chase this dream if we're constantly shrinking to fit the inner critic version of progress. We need self-love, we need compassion, we need regulation, we need celebration, and all of that is part of the strategy. We appreciate you for tapping in. If this episode resonated with you, do me a favor, rate and subscribe. And if you're feeling generous, don't hesitate to buy me a coffee. The link is in the show notes. We really can't do this without you. So keep dreaming, keep creating, and keep thriving. Until next time, y'all.